What is up, guys? Seth here, bringing you a product review of a product I've had for a while. I just never got around to doing the review, but I have time now. It is the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro from Roxio. These guys sent me over this product to review, and I thank you guys for sending this over. It's a really fantastic product, and I'm just gonna go into it for you guys. So here's what it looks like when you receive it. It comes in a nice package. It's small, it's compact, it's great. It's got a lot of different features to this. It's basically an all-in-one kind of capture card. This shoots in 1080p and it shoots in 720p component, but I believe 1080p, not 780. Wow, 1080p is with HDMI. It also live streams straight to Twitch or Justin.tv. It's got a really great video editing software, and it does HDMI. Not just component like the last model they had, the Roxio Game Capture. So what you get in this package is a USB to plug into your Roxio. This device does not run off of another external power source. This actually just gets powered via USB. That's exactly the same USB. Say you have if you have had a HD PVR, that's the same exact USB. Here's the device. It does component as well as HDMI, and then on the other side it has the component and the HDMI. It also has the USB where you plug it into, which is great. It's small, it's really compact, it's not huge, it's not like my HD PVR. It's about the same size as my cell phone here, as you're going to see. It's not the same, but it's close enough. Thickness wise, it's not really, it's a little bit thicker than that, but it's a small device. It's great because I have a really small desk, and I have 3 monitors on my desk, so it's kind of hard to fit my PVR on it. But it's small and compact, like I said. And the only other thing that comes with it is the software and the instruction booklet, which we're going to go into the software next. Alright guys, so here's the Roxio Game Capture software right here, your capture software. First, you have many options here, as you can see here. You have your source, which would be your Roxio Game Capture HD Pro. You have your input, which would be component, unless you have HDMI, which I only have one cable, so you're only going to see component today. You have the option of, I believe you have the option if you do HDMI to change the input, the file type, but I'm probably wrong. But your file type would be M2TS, so for all you HD PVR guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about with this file type. You can set your capture length to whatever time you want. Say you want to do a 30-minute Let's Play, you can set it to 30 minutes. Or you can do 7 minutes if you're doing a commentary, or however long you do commentaries for. I actually used this once to do what I was going to do for a video live stream, my bad. Let's Play of, I forgot what game it was. It was an Xbox game. I think it was Silent Hill, the HD remake, and this is actually good because I knew exactly how much time I had left in the recording to do my recording. So this is actually a cool feature, and I wish it's a small feature, but I want to see other capture cards have something like this. You can set it to however long you want. So if I want to do a 15-minute Let's Play and just play the game for 15 minutes and then it will just stop, that's what I want. That's actually a cool feature that people probably don't take for granted. Quality, you can bump that up if you want. If you have a really good computer, you can definitely put it up to the top where I did. But if you have say a cheap HP, I kind of honestly think you should keep it around here. But just depends on your computer. You can then set up what folder you want to put it into, and you can set up the prefixes. So if I want to put toasterflakes _00.m2ts, I can do that, which is actually really handy to have to organize your video files. I guess the only other thing is here, where if you capture something, say I capture my FIFA game, which I have right here. Let me move my controller. I can capture it, and it'll actually be in my recent captures. So say I'll just capture a little. Then you stop the capture, and it's supposed to show up right here. Oh, yep, there it is. Give it a sec. Loading. Give it a little bit, and your file is right there. Now, options. I'm only doing this because I don't want to hit the live stream button because, I just don't want to live stream right now while I'm recording this. But when you do the live stream feature, which the button is right there, this blue button down here that says live stream, You can set up for Twitch TV. You can live stream directly to it. Which, if you have a channel, you just put in your information right here. Blah blah blah. You can set up the server you want to do it on, because Twitch has many servers, as you can see here when I click the button. There's a couple around the world. You can set up your audio device, which is cool because right from the capture software you can actually set up the live stream and actually talk over it. Like, say I want to do a let's play live. I mean, I can't do the face cam, but I can still do the voice stuff. I definitely like that feature. You can set up to whatever microphone you want to set it up to. Video preset, you can set up your video to come out really like clean by setting up to 720p. You do have other options: 240p, 360, 480, and 720. Like I said, you can set up the video bitrate. And you can set up notifications. Say you have a Facebook fan page or a Twitter, you can set up for that, and it will notify your followers when you're live streaming, when you start on this software. And then you can check your bandwidth, see how much you can use for video bitrate. And just the general thing, I guess, is the last thing for the capture software. You can set up your profile. Say you're doing HDMI, you can do 1080p. But that's it for the capture software. Alright guys, so we're in the Roxio Video Wave, which they like to call it, editing software, which you have bundled with your Roxio Game Capture HD Pro. And honestly, there's a lot of different features in it. It's a little. I consider this a more refined version of Windows Movie Maker, but it's a little bit better than that. It has the look of that software. Options you have: you can set up productions, you can save, blah blah blah. You can add photos. That's a cool thing here. You can add content, so add photos, you can add videos, add some background audio. So say you want to add some background audio like smooth jazz or, you know, epic rock music or something like that. You can do that. You can add a text effect. By the way, don't add epic rock music unless it's uncopyrighted. Just saying. You can add text features, you can add overlays, video effects, transitions, transition themes, and it's just stuff like that. You can actually change the speed as well. You can set up your output. So say you want to, that's another thing. You can share to YouTube and Facebook if you want. You can export it. The one thing I have to say about this software, and it kind of is the downfall to this actually really good piece of hardware, is that I've tried to export it right to Sony Vegas, and it seems that you have to export it straight from this software, which is, you know, that's an easy fix. You just you make a software update. But nonetheless, this isn't actually a bad video editing software either. It just sucks because I'm a big Sony Vegas user, and you know, it'd be easier to just be able to export right to Sony Vegas, or just right to my desktop with audio. Because the reason why I'm saying this, and if anyone out there has used the HD Pro, you know what I'm talking about. It's when you export this the file that's recorded on Roxio, you don't get the audio type, or the audio file doesn't come with it apparently when you export it, or you just use the file that you just recorded straight from it, like raw file. But if you do it through the Roxio Video Wave, you get both the video and the audio, which, you know, now I know after finding that out. But like I said, you have a timeline down here. So say you put your video, your music, FX overlays. You can add, I think, a couple other ones as well. But this isn't actually a bad software, especially for a beginner. Alright, so I'm going to give my final verdict on this product, and then give a scale 1 through 10, 10 being the greatest and 1 being the lowest. Here are the pros and cons. The pros are this thing does what it says it does. It's an all-in-one capture card. It does what it says it does. Mark my words. It does the HD recording, it live streams, you can edit with the software it has, and you can do the HDMI. 1080p is possible with this. It's very portable. Doesn't have a power source, like I said at the beginning. If you ever want to bring this to, you know, maybe to an event, if you're going to record something, or maybe if you want to bring it to a friend's house to record something, definitely the way to go, because like I said, no power source to it. The biggest con, though, and it's the only con I've had with this program, or a program used to capture with, it's just basically the software. The program needs work, needs a little bit of tweaking. I haven't had a problem with just capturing gameplay. but I've had problems with the live streaming feature, mainly because it's behind. Usually when you stream, it's behind by a lot. Like when I use XSplit, I'm only behind by maybe 10 seconds, and with Wirecast, not even, maybe 5 seconds. On this, I'm behind by like a minute. The video editing software, it'd be great if we could just export it to just a file type, like an MP4 or an AVI, rather than going through Video Wave and having to export it through that. It just takes one step that shouldn't even be there out of the picture, and makes it easier for people who use Sony Vegas or any other editing softwares to be able to use their file type immediately, rather than have to wait for this to export. Because sometimes I've had problems when it exports that I can't even like use my computer because it freezes it up. Things you could add is probably support with XSplit would be great. I think I read in the forums for Roxio they're starting to work on that, making a actual capture source through XSplit or Wirecast. And adding a face cam feature would be great to have too, because a lot of people who live stream love face cams. They love to use face cams. I know a lot of people that do. Other than that, you know, software is not that bad. Just those little things need to be fixed, and you know, it'll be a better product. So I give this final score an 8 out of 10, and it's just mainly on software. If the software was a little bit better, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 flat, because this is actually the best capture card that Roxio has put out to date. Obviously better than the Game Capture, but you know, because it's HD and stuff. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to do more product reviews. The next one's going to be on the Control Freaks. I'll probably have that out soon, as soon as possible, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Later.